Guys, Lipton did not come to play. Let me just tell you. Lipton came prepared to Liptonize the housemates. What's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Betha and I'm really glad to have you here. Please do hit the subscribe button before you leave and also give this video a very big thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed watching it. Okay guys, just ignore the noise. It's been raining cats and dogs. I've been waiting for this rain to stop since I've been awake since 3 a.m. I don't know, for some reason sleep left me, and you know this is actually past 4, so you guys can understand that I've waited to film this video since 3, but it's been raining, so you might have to just ignore the fact that it's raining heavily. Let your focus be on this person that's sitting down here trying to make a video for you people. Okay, now let's talk. Guys, yesterday was such a vibe in Biggie's house, and as much as I posted on my community tab that I was really tired, I couldn't film anything, I followed through with the events that happened in Biggie's house. Okay, so the housemates started yesterday with their Lipton iced tea task, and oh my god, I don't know how I missed the fact that Lekon is head of house for this week. Guys, if you know how he won that position, please let me know. I really did not know how that happened and I feel so bad about it, but oh well. Lekon read the brief to the housemates, and of course they had quite a number of things to do courtesy of Lipton. The task for yesterday was actually tagged International Day of Peace with Lipton. Okay, so the housemates actually took turns to make peace with whoever it sees that they've been having issues with outside of the house or wherever, and they actually did that in the garden. So if they call your name, you go to the garden and you know talk to the person, so you're speaking to the person as though the person was actually there listening to you. Now for Dorothy, she actually made peace with someone she had worked with, and you know they had issues and everything. Things didn't really go well between the both of them, so Dorothy actually made peace and all of that. For Neo, he made peace with his friend. For Nengi, she made peace with her uncle who had offended her when she was way younger and all of that. For VEE, she made peace with her friend of 19 years, Remy. She actually apologized for whatever it is that had happened between them. She mentioned that the last time they spoke was like 2 years ago. While for Lekon, he did not really make peace with any particular person, but he actually mentioned the fact that some people see him in a different way and all of that, and he would like to apologize for that. He would like them to reconnect and all. Now for me, this whole part of making peace was quite emotional for me, because I felt like, oh my god, I probably have someone in my life too that, you know, we lost track and you know we're just not in good terms. I'm sorry too, okay? Whoever it is that I have offended, I'm sorry. So this is also me apologizing to whoever it is that I probably have said something to, or you know responded to your comments in a certain way, because sometimes you know my emotions get the best of me and it's just really hard to ignore some things. But I apologize. I mean, it's peace day with Lipton, so I might as well. Okay, now the housemates actually moved to the next part of their task, and this one was actually very educative, because after they finished their peace talk and everything, they went back into the house. Biggie gave them about an hour to write out an article that they would, you know, recite and everything, more like a peace talk to Nigeria and the world at large. And they had to end it with a phrase that had Lipton in it. I can't really remember the phrase right now. You know, they all did that, and when they came into the arena, oh my god, the arena looked like a venue for a grand party. I was like, Lipton did not come to joke, okay? They came prepared. You know, the housemates took turns to give their speeches and everything, and then a live band came on board. Well, it was a virtual live band presentation because they were not in the arena, and prior to that time, Lipton had provided the housemates with their native attires. You know, for VEE, she had the whole Yoruba attire. Lekon, the same thing. Neo had the whole Edo outfit, you know, the rapper. Like, they were all looking really dope. You know, Dorothy had her dress. They played Adane Boazun, and we'll be in areas. Oh, Ada, if you people don't like my voice, you don't have a choice. You have to deal with it, because I'm a musical person. You people cannot do anything about it. It's either you take it or you take it. Okay, now they had all of that. It was really fun to watch. You know, Lipton provided them with like paper cash and everything, and you know they were just spraying themselves, dancing, vibing and all of that. In a nutshell, it was a fun night. I mean, it was a fun day because Lipton has started the whole thing throughout the day, and being a viewer, I actually enjoyed watching them have fun. You know, so after they finished the task and everything, Biggie called them into the lounge and announced to them that he was really impressed at their performances and all of that, and because of of that, each of the housemates, the 5 of them, they won themselves the sum of 1 million naira each. Okay, Biggie also told them that they would be Lipton iced teas influencers for 1 year. I mean, that's a lot. Congratulations to the 5 housemates. You guys are all winners regardless of what happens in the next few days, because to be honest, I cannot wait. Okay, Sunday I just use my eye, they know that the thing made this thing just come, because I mean, we just need to know. All right, now after they had a good time, one spirit now said, V, it's okay for you to pick a fight with Neo tonight. Because I kept on asking myself, waiting caused this one now. You guys were having a good time. You guys, you know, you danced and all of that. So waiting caused the fight. If you know what actually caused the fight between V and Neo, please let me know in the comment section. Because I've been asking myself like, wetin happen? How did we get here? Guys, V just kept on telling Neo that, oh, you don't have my back, you don't have my back, you've never had my back in this house. She even mentioned that, oh, you knew I had a problem with Erica one time, but you kept on having good times with her, you kept on gisting with her, and you know how that made me feel. In my mind, I'm like, I'm lost. How did we get here again? Erica has been out of the house for what, like how many weeks now? Why are we talking about how Neo used to talk to Erica and all of that? I was confused. You guys know that V can just wake up and fight to go just hungry. She was sweeping the lounge, and then Neo was like, oh, I'm bored, let me help you. He brought broom and packer to help this girl. She was like, no, don't help me, go and look for something else to do, or you can go to the box room and clean it, but just don't help me, because I feel like you've never had my back in this house. I'm like, wait, see, you never had your back. If you say Neo never have your back, then who want have your back for this big house? Because be like say, now you don't talk with the back of your head. This cataract, they want to give me high blood pressure. Under how many days now when the show go finish? Now this one want to start fights. But you trust Neo now. Neo does not back down. When he wants something, he goes for it, you know, with his full chest. This brush not really leave am. When she sweep finish, say she want to go to wash her clothes with vest. He follow and go there. She say, please, can I have 20 minutes to be alone? He said, no, I've given you enough time to be by yourself. I've given you enough time. Baba stand there. Say anything will go happen, make it happen. She kept on telling him, oh, you've never had my back, you've never had my back. And the guy was like, what do you mean? What do you mean by I never had your back? And to be honest, I keep asking myself the same question, like, what did she mean by that statement? Like, V, wait till you drink, because now Lipton iced tea when I drink. I for say, alcohol don't to enter your body. I didn't really see them drink, and even if they did, it wouldn't have been much, because Lipton is not an alcoholic brand. Okay, so except that they thief from big fridge, I don't really know. But the statement did not really make sense. But guys, let me just tell you, as always, after all those, oh, you don't have my back, you don't have my back, Baba Neo still up and wash her clothes, can't still wash pants join. Because she was like, Neo, one pants is missing. I see this girl not going to kill me. Which one is one pants is missing?
My dear, one pants missing. Neo, you even wash pants, John. My dear, he knows I'm a clean bitch. You are a lucky girl. Yeah, true that.
Mumu! Say you went and shout just now, say, oh, it does not have your back, but you have your pants. It help you wash pants. If they wash your pattern, you think say if you don't get your back, you go touch your pants. Now go clean down your mouth until they talk that nonsense. Make give the bros better kissing. Because I know so I no knack for this house. But on Sunday things go up. As soon as they come out for this big ass, when they lodge for the same hotel, things will happen. When they even tell the two, they say, I know that the two of you will be in the same room. I will come and disturb you people. And then he was like, if you knock from now to tomorrow, we are not going to open the door for you. I said, obviously you now open the door now. How will you open the door? You have to lock it so that you can lock things in. We understand. Now another conversation the housemates had after their task was them discussing the housemates from the Pepper Dem gang, and the person they were actually talking about the most was Omashola. You know, Lekon was like, when they were saying people that are quiet, people that like peace, they mentioned Omashola's name, and he was like, huh? Quiet where? I say I beg, is it the same Omashola that I know? Omashola where he mad do they stay one place. And then Lekon went on to tell us that the reason he watched the show last year was because of Omashola. And guys, Omashola reacted to it because he posted that particular scene of where Lekon was talking, and you know his caption read, I like you too bro, real recognizes real. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually very sweet. It just means that the past housemates actually pay attention to the show, regardless of the fact that they are out. They still try to, you know, see what's going on there and who's talking about them and all of that. I just found it really interesting, and I thought I should chip that in. Okay, now the most interesting thing that happened in the house for me last night was when Dorothy and Nengi sat down in the garden to make peace. We all know that there's been friction between Nengi and Dorothy's friendship for obvious reasons. Ozo. Okay, you know, from the beginning of the show, you guys knew how Ozo and Dorothy were close. You know, they were giving us the whole bestie vibes and everything, and Ozo had an eye for Nengi. Now Dorothy and Nengi were actually supposed to be potential best friends, but because of that whole Ozo wahala, Dorothy just took herself out of the picture. Because you guys remember, Ozo complained to Dorothy a lot about Nengi. Oh, Nengi did this, Nengi did that, and it was just too much for Dorothy, so she had to withdraw. And of course there were conversations back then that, oh, Dorothy is just being bitter, she really likes the guy Ozo, but she's trying to just control her feelings, blah blah blah. And you know, from the conversation she had with Nengi last night, it was more of, oh, I was meant to be friends with you, but you're also friends with my friend Ozo, and you know, the whole thing was just really messy. So for Dorothy, the best thing she could do was step back and just be on her lane while the two of them will stay on their lane. Because Nengi mentioned how she really likes Dorothy, how in the beginning of the show she would always go to Dorothy's bed with her makeup stuff to do her makeup on her bed. You know, she would always carry the Ludo to Dorothy's bed for them to play. She would always just want to talk to Dorothy. And Nengi also told us that she consciously tried not to have serious issues with Dorothy. As much as people would offend her in the house and she would go all out shouting and talking about it, Dorothy was one person she tried to avoid having such conversations with, because she actually really likes Dorothy as well. They really talked for a very long time, over an hour if I must say, because that talk long, you know. But last Dorothy actually apologized to Nengi for judging her wrongly.
I apologize for having that thought. I obviously judged you from afar, and I feel like that was wrong of me. I could have probably come to speak to you about it.
Oh, if you know me, you know all these things don't bother me, right?
She was like, yeah, because of the whole complaints and all of that, and you just wanting to be with all the guys, it just felt like it was a game for you. Dorothy actually told her that she thought Nengi was playing a game all the while she was talking to the guys in the house and all of that. And for Nengi, she's like, no, that's just who I am. The only time I can be this close to a particular guy is if I genuinely love you. Okay, so me being with other guys is just who I am. I don't like to be put in a box. I don't like to just be caged and all of that. So it was never a game for her and all. You know, they talked and talked, and I was just like, oh. And then Dorothy said something. She was like, why did it take us so long to have this conversation? And in my mind, I'm like, better late than never, baby. Like, I was so proud of the both of them, you know, sitting down and hashing things out. They just didn't want to leave Biggie's house, you know, bearing grudges and all. And I find that very, very sweet, because it's very difficult for girls to sit down and say, oh, let's talk, especially when man they involved. We go drag on, and they tell you, we go drag this thing. But these two ladies, these two beautiful ladies, sat down, discussed without shouting, apologized, and you know, for me it was a very good night. Okay, it was a very good night. In fact, the whole day yesterday in Biggie's house was actually fun for me, and I really did not want to bring the gist to you guys being tired, because it would water down the things I wanted to say, and I might even forget some of the things I wanted to say, because that yesterday night, it be like say my brain freeze, not see the work, I don't tire. Lagos Anyway, now the gist when I carry come for now be that. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. You don't get choice. Well, you get choice, but I beg, subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will definitely see you guys on the next one. Mwah!